Hi guys, good afternoon. It's 5 o'clock GMT. I'm going to be talking to at FitDiva_Fee, 12 p.m. in Trinidad right now. I'm going to add her to the live now, and then we're going to get talking, find out a bit more about her and her lifestyle. Hi Trackmaster, how are you? Ooh, Trackmaster. I'll check you out after. You want to have a talk? I'm going to add at FitDiva_Fee right now, and we're going to have a bit of a chat about her lifestyle, her fitness lifestyle, experiences in the industry, and her journey so far. So let's get it. Oh. All right, I've sent her the live now, the invite. Let's get talking. Hi. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Hi, Fiona.
Hi.
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
Yeah, you look good. You look like you live in the sun. You look like you're getting nurtured from the sun.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I was on the beach yesterday, and it was sunny. It was beautiful. So I am very sun-kissed right now.
Yeah, you look good, man. Oh my God. It's,
Thank
you know,
you.
UK's dry, isn't it? Like over here,
Right.
cold, gloomy. We've had a heat
Mm,
wave from last week, so we've had some warm days, but it's still
right.
cold. You can get up the next day and it's pouring down with rain, so it's quite hard, honestly. But I do
Yeah.
these lives because I see people online. I saw you about a month ago, probably
Right.
before that, but I couldn't get off your page. Like,
Really?
yeah, because you show your personality and the videos are funny. And while
Thank
they're
you.
funny, you're still giving nutritional advice, like to
Yeah.
everyone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's educational, but at the same time, very entertaining. So
I
I
thank
love
you.
your stuff. You're welcome. It's lovely,
Thank you so
man.
much.
We need
Oh,
more
you
women
blessed
like
me
you on the gram. Okay?
back. I agree.
Yeah,
What we need more of is more truth and more realness on here. That is
yeah.
what we need.
That's what we
Enough of
need.
this cookie cutter, every let's one size fits all type of
Sugar-coated
fitness
workouts,
advice.
where the person's not
Yeah.
sweating and they're working out. It's like,
Yeah, but they have because everybody, of course, all us fitness people have abs, and
yeah,
we're all the time. That goes with,
yeah,
of course, we
yeah.
don't.
Yeah, no, but they make out like after this 2 sessions, look what I got, abs.
Yeah,
No, yeah, it's true. We
yeah.
need
You
less
just do.
fakery.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
you
right.
started your Instagram 2019, 1st of November.
Hmm.
Why?
Yeah.
Why did you start? Was your plan when you first decided to come on here?
So when I originally, because
Mm-hmm.
I came onto Instagram prior to 2019,
Yeah.
but I was just playing around. I had no real plan, no real, I was just playing around with social
Okay.
media. It was trending at the time. Everybody was
Yeah.
doing it, so why the hell not? And then, but in 2019, I started getting serious about
Yeah, you can see.
putting forward information
Yes.
on social media.
Yeah, you
And
can see
so I wanted to make my platform less about me and more about the
others.
information that could benefit
Yeah.
women. Now,
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps.
yeah,
That's
girl.
lovely.
So I
Because you've
specialize
got a
in
lot of
women.
professional pictures, loads of professional
Yeah,
pictures, and you're
yeah, I do.
you're phenomenal. Your body is phenomenal. The work you've put
Oh,
in is
thank
it's
you.
outstanding. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
But
I,
then you
I
see
do
the
work.
switch as you go up the
Yeah,
page. Yeah.
yeah. So, because what I notice more and more as social media is exploding, now the fitness industry as it stands is $1 billion industry.
Yes,
But
I
it's a
want some.
billion dollar, yeah, so do I, right? It's $1 billion industry because of a lot of myths and misinformation.
Mm.
And when I first got into personal training, now I chose to specialize in women's fitness
Yes.
because there's a lot of misinformation generally, but there is a lot of misinformation when it comes to women's fitness, women's dieting, and let's not even talk about when you get into over 40 fitness for women. It's even worse. I mean, it's
Yeah.
terrible.
You're
So
saying
I when I
things that I've got questions to.
oh because
You're
we're
answering
here,
my
we're the
questions without
same.
me asking you the questions. Well, go on. Yeah, go on.
So I started to really, and then when the pandemic hit, I had more time
Yes.
to focus on what was really happening because
Yes.
I try my best to educate myself as
Mm.
much as I can for my in-person clients. But then I started noticing more and more because I was able to spend more time because the pandemic. And I started noticing that there was there's so much selling, sales. Everybody has the next best product, the next best supplement, the next best program. But it was all just fluff. There's no information that a real person can use in real life. What if you're on a budget? What if you're a mom? What if you can't afford all these supplements? What if you only have 15 minutes?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it doesn't really cater to the individual.
It doesn't. And it presents the fit people and people that live the lifestyle as people that only live that lifestyle. All we do is wake up, we eat, we train, we sleep. But no, a lot of us have jobs, have regular jobs. A lot of us are studying. A lot of us are moms. A lot of us do a lot and still try to fit fitness in. So my thing is, how can I make fitness more accessible to everyone? And that is why I started getting really, really serious in putting forward information.
Your page can, men can be on your page and still get good information. Right. Although you focus on building women, a man could be on your page and be like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. So you're teaching all rounders, really. It's really good.
Yeah.
So you said you're a personal trainer.
I am.
Yeah. So I think you're an athlete.
I'm certified personal trainer. Yes, I am.
You're an athlete, influencer, lifestyle coach, and you give tips through the videos.
Yes.
So you do so much. That was just a few things I mentioned. Do you know what I mean? Right. But tell us about what your days are like in the morning. What do you do in a day?
Okay. So so this is my day. I want to start this by saying this is my day.
Yeah.
I've done what I am doing for a long time.
Yeah.
So it is my rhythm and it is my routine, and I don't want anybody to think that they need to be on this level with me. That is impossible. Always aim to do as much as you can do, but as suits your lifestyle. So I just want to preface it by saying that.
Yes.
Because so I get up very early every morning. My aim is always to be up between 3:45 and 4 a.m. So that is my waking time. I get up, I drink a glass of water, and I walk my dog. That is always my first thing.
What's
I have
dog?
3 dogs. Oh, I have 3 dogs. I have a big guy. His name is Zeus.
Nice. All right.
And he's 11 years old. I have another little girl. She's a Pomeranian Pekingese mix, and she's 5 years old. And then I have the newest addition. He's a Maltipoo, and he's 1 year old. So I have 3 babies.
I kind of find it like my dog. She poos in the house, and then it took me long to stop her pooping in the house. I hated it.
Right.
I don't want to clean it.
Yeah, I hated it.
So how did you get her out? How did you get your dogs out of that?
Well, luckily, no, I don't know if it's luckily. Every single time I had to. Now my big dog Zeus, he basically potty trained himself. I don't know what his deal was, but he did it on his own. And, he has his little door that he created for himself. So he does his thing. That's my big boy.
Say hi.
Oh,
hello. She never looks in the camera. She always turns her head. Look.
Do you know this? Oh, that little noise you're hearing is my little Luna.
Yeah.
So every single time I had to potty train them, something happened that I was home for an extended period of time. So when I had to potty train Nemo, we were in lockdown. So I was at home, so I could have taken him out. Yeah, so I was at home, and every single time I had to potty train them, I was at home. So I was able to potty train the other 2 relatively easy because I was home to take them.
Do you like cats?
Yeah.
You like cats?
I like cats from a distance. I'm a true animal lover. I really do love. I would take any pet, but I love cats from a distance. I'll take any dog, but I love cats from a distance.
Yeah, I'm more of a dog girl. I love cats, but dogs are for me. Where do you get your ideas for these motivational videos? Do ideas just come to you? Because you play different songs. You play songs from like the disco era, and then you play like a bit of Beyonce, like all different. Where do you get the ideas? Yeah, well, like I said, I do spend a lot of time on social media, and if something sounds good in my ear, and I have a topic in my brain, I'm like, well, let me put it forward. Or because again, I deal with women all the time, and I hear the things that women say. Sometimes it's my clients, sometimes it's just people
Sometimes it's in other people's comments that I see things and I'm like, this is an important topic. For instance, a
Yeah.
topic that got a lot of people up in arms was detoxing.
Yeah.
And these are things that I have a personal issue with because I
Me.
I like to follow what is known as nutrition science. So I like to get accurate clinical information. But
Yes.
a lot of things that we do is not clinical, it's just
No.
anecdotal. It's
Yeah.
stuff that we do, we may have been raised with it. And those of us in the Caribbean,
Yeah.
we were raised with getting what we would call a purge, which is like a detox, which, so we grew up thinking that this is something that we need,
Mm.
but we actually do not need to detox. All we need to do is eat a particular way, drink loads of water, exercise, and let your body take care of the rest.
That is it.
So, so things
Yeah.
like that. So if I have a topic in mind and then I hear a sound that I like, I'm like, ooh, I love music. I love to dance.
Yeah, you do love to dance. There's loads of posts of you dancing,
do.
and you're just like going in. I love it. You're such a vibe. Like you could have if someone's upset, like, and they just want to feel better about themselves, they just go on your page. You know what I mean? And it would uplift them.
That
It's
is
very
awesome.
uplifting. Yeah.
That is what I want because life can really kick your ass. Can I say that?
Yes, you fucking can.
Life
Sorry.
Awesome. It's fine. That's my language. It's speaking my language.
Yeah.
Life can really kick your ass sometimes.
Yeah, it can.
And, sometimes it might just take one thing to brighten your day or one thing to just distract you from the mess that is life. And that is when I get on social media, that is what I want. No matter
that is what you're doing.
No matter what.
Rain, can you get my makeup brush out of her mouth? My dog's eating my makeup brush and I can't use it on my face now. I'm so upset.
No, yeah.
Well, I'll talk to her after, But yeah, it's amazing. Let's talk about your competing, man. You competed.
Okay.
You've had like different types of bodies as well throughout your page.
Yeah.
But they're all good and they're all like body goals. Do you know what I mean?
Why, thank you.
Tell us, you got a pro card in 2019.
I did.
What was it like competing? When did you start?
Well, I have been a competitor. So if I can give you just a small history.
Yes.
I have been a competitor for 10 years, right?
10 years?
But 10 years in locally, Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
But what happened is before this current category that I'm in, now I'm a women's physique competitor, which is one step down from women's bodybuilding. Yes. So there are different categories. Yes. So there's women's bodybuilding and then there's me, women's physique. Yes. But for years during my competitive time, there was no women's physique. There was women's figure, there was women's bodybuilding, and that was it. There was nothing in between. Wow. Right? Now, I never wanted to be a female bodybuilder for the simple, in the true sense, for the simple fact that in order to put on that much muscle to be competitive, I would have to take a lot of steroids, which I was not willing to do because I always put health first. Yeah. And I just wasn't willing to do that. So I stayed in women's figure for a long time, although it was not really suited to my body. It wasn't suited to my body type, my physique. I naturally carry more muscle than most women. I have bigger legs. You know what I mean? So when they introduced the women's physique category about 5 years ago, I was ecstatic because now we had that bridge between women's bodybuilding and women's figure, and that's where I fit in. So the first year I competed, I won locally, but I didn't get to travel and compete. And then I took a year off because I wanted to reset and I really wanted to put in some hardcore training, focus on my diet, focus on everything, and as well as my personal life.
Wife and mother. Apart from babies, I think I'm getting a call. 1 second, let me just decline.
Yeah. It's okay. You're a busy woman.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
They insist on talking to me. Right.
Yeah, they're like, we need to chat to you. Someone's on the beach.
Good.
Yes, we're back.
So,
yes, sorry, what were you saying?
Right. What was I saying? Good. So then, right.
You were competing. How did you get your pro card?
So in 2019, I decided, okay, I told myself, this is the truth here. I told myself that I was going to win. That was it. So I actually won my category locally.
Nice.
And then I went to Barbados and I won
over there. And that is when I got my pro card in that same year. And I knew I was going to win.
Yeah,
And that
good.
year, my prep was difficult, but it was also the best prep that I had.
Yeah.
And I practiced my routine and I went on stage. I was confident. I loved the way that I looked, and I just knew I was going to win. Not in
Yeah.
a
Did you have a
cocky.
coach? Did you have a
I trained
coach?
myself.
I knew it. I knew it. I swear to God, when I was looking at your page, I was like, no one helped this woman. She did it
No,
herself. I knew it. And
I'm
your
telling you,
poses, you did it yourself. All your poses.
I did it. I did it myself. I
Hey!
look at other competitors. I chose my song. I looked at other competitors. I chose my moves. I practiced. I am going to say, though, about 6 weeks before my competition, there was a bodybuilder here. His name was Lawrence Marshall. He passed away late last year. And I had 2 sessions with him where he looked at me. He's like, your routine is perfect. I just want you to change where you're starting the song. And after that, I just practiced. But I train myself. I do my posing myself. I've looked for coaches. I haven't found anyone to work with me, and I'm not going to work. I tried working with a coach once, and it was the worst experience of my life because she didn't listen. She did not listen to my input. It was what she said or nothing at all, and I would never. That was not.
That's crazy.
That
How can she
experience.
cater to every individual? That's weird.
That's what I'm saying, and so I train myself and I get ready and I bounce everything off of my husband. He's not a coach, but I'm like, listen, I want to try this. And he's like, yeah, that makes sense. Let's try it and see. He gives me feedback and that's how it goes.
Oh, wow. So you're married. You got children as well?
Yes, I have one son. And
I don't believe you.
Yes.
No. I need proof. Son, can you come out and show yourself? Because I do not believe this woman. You got children. Now I know how people act when they see me. And I'm like, I got 2 sons. But they act weird, but now I know.
There you go. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I did not expect that. I thought you didn't have no children. I'm sorry.
And that was another reason I started putting myself out on social media. I want women to know it is okay to be a wife. It is okay to be a mother, but it's also okay to pursue your own passions.
Yeah.
Don't invest so much of yourself that you forget who you are, your identity, and your own purpose. Because there's more to being a woman than just being a wife and a mother. It is a very important, critical role. But there are other facets of women that you can explore and excel at beyond that. That's not your only identity as a woman. That is an important message.
Yeah,
that is an important message, I think, women.
You're so inspiring, man. I wish she was my mom. That's lovely.
Oh.
Happy Mother's Day.
I was talking about.
It's Mother's Day in the UK.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Happy Mother's
Look
Day
what my son's got me. I just like the box. It says Supergirl.
Supergirl. Oh, that's so cool.
But like,
Mother's Day
guys,
for us, isn't
you know I do fitness. Why are you buying me brownies?
It's okay. That's okay. You can have some brownies. You'll be fine.
I'm going to eat all of them and then I'll do abs tomorrow. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, there's no calories on Mother's Day. Everybody knows that.
There's no calories. Mother's Day, Christmas, and then your birthday. Isn't it?
That's right.
Why did you stop competing? Did you stop? Are you still doing it now?
No, it is actually my strong intention to compete this year in July in Barbados. The thing is, when I turned pro in 2019, I was supposed to compete in 2020, but then COVID,
shut down the whole world for a year.
Yeah, the entire world shut down, and so now 2022. In July, there's a competition in Barbados, and that is what I'm going for. And then there's another competition in Venezuela that I'm really hoping to participate in as well.
Yeah,
so
you're going to win.
This will be I'm going to win.
You're going to win. I'm telling you, man. It's amazing. I want to talk about your outfits. Like, do you have a favorite fitness brand, you got like so much leggings, woman. Where's all your leggings? You got like a whole cupboard just for the leggings.
Listen, I really do. Okay, I have to say I love leggings. Like,
Yeah,
I
me
love
too.
them. I spend a lot of time. I love leggings.
I mean,
Fit people, we love leggings, right? Because
Yeah.
we don't have to worry about anything and stay and they look awesome.
Yeah.
I get all my leggings from one place, actually, and she is
Oh.
also on Instagram, and it's All Star Apparel. All Star Apparel. She has
All-Star
the
Apparel.
best. Yeah. She has
Okay.
the absolute best leggings,
And it's a
styles.
woman. Yay!
Yeah, and it's a
Sorry.
woman, and it's fine. And she has the best styles, and my leggings last. Now I wear leggings all the time,
Yeah.
but they last. The colors, they don't fade, they
They
don't
don't
stretch,
fade
so you don't
out.
see.
Good.
Yeah, you don't see all your whole bum when you squat. It's just,
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, I'm
So
gonna
yeah,
check
and
them
I do
out.
love leggings.
That
I
would be my
do. Yeah,
new
you should
place
check
to
out.
shop, man. I'm
You
gonna check
should
them out.
so check out. Yeah,
Yeah. Do you
I really do live in leggings.
what's it like behind the scenes in competing? What's it like behind the scenes?
Well, first of all, what most people don't recognize or realize, I should say, is getting ready for competition, particularly for me, takes like 5 months. Everyone only sees the 5 minutes on stage,
Yeah.
but the actual preparation for that competition takes like 5, sometimes 6 months. I like to take my time,
Yeah.
because I'm living life.
That's
And the prep takes a long time. It takes, to really dial in, lose that fat and that kind of thing. And then it's the stage. Now, I absolutely love competing. I love being on stage. I love performing. I just love it. So
Yeah, you can
backstage, there's a
tell.
lot of there's a lot of camaraderie for the most part backstage, especially within your division, especially within the Caribbean. So, for
Yeah.
instance, when I competed in Barbados, there was a lot of camaraderie. The rivalry, so to speak, is only when you hit the stage. You do what you have to do, and that kind of. But the preparation for competition, it is grueling, but it is also awesome. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah,
It
it
sounds
does. So it's
masochistic,
like a
but
thrill.
yeah,
When you're on that
yeah,
stage, do you just become someone
yeah.
else? With your
You do,
poses.
you
Your
do.
poses. I
Yeah,
love your pose. I
yeah,
love it.
yeah.
I love it,
And
you know.
you put everything and you just lose yourself in the music, you do your
Yeah.
routine, and people are really supportive, particularly my Barbados family. That's how
Yeah.
I call them. I do have a lot of friends over there.
Good.
They're so supportive. They
That's
really,
good,
really are.
man. Oh, I'm
And
looking forward to
yeah,
that. And when
yeah.
you compete and
I'll
stuff,
keep everyone posted
yeah, I'm gonna
on
be
that.
posting you all year anyway. I always share your
Oh,
stuff
thank you.
because it's
Oh, that's so
amazing.
awesome. Thank you very much.
Your stuff is amazing. I always share it. I'll be sharing it all year, and I'm going to be looking out and reaching out to you about the show. You said it's
Yeah,
in June?
that would be great. July.
July. Okay, July.
Yeah, it's the
All
end
right.
of July.
Let me write that down.
Yeah.
So, why? There was a story.
Mhm.
You was on the beach yesterday on your story,
Yeah.
and you was talking about it's good to be in a good place
Right.
to figure out
To be
things
alone, to
like.
just figure things out.
Yeah, was
Yeah.
that for your personal self, or was you just saying it for us to be
I
inspired?
think it was a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I think particularly for women,
Mm.
and women, we're doing it all. As I said, we have families, we're studying, we're working, and
Yeah.
sometimes we get so caught up in doing that we don't take a moment to stop and really think about, what is happening with me.
Yes.
We're here for everybody else. What is really happening with me? And I think it's important because I teach spin 5 days a week, which I do. I'm a spin instructor as well.
Yeah, you're a
And
spin
Saturday,
instructor.
yeah,
Yeah.
I also teach them. And Saturday is normally a day that I have a class. So I would get up and walk my dogs, I do what I have to do, and then I'm out, I go get my fruits and veggies, and then I do my class. So it's always a hustle and bustle for me on a Saturday. But it was really good to take a day off yesterday. I told them I wasn't able to do class and just take a day off, move a little bit at a slower pace, go get some fresh air and just think, reset, refocus, and then go again.
That's good.
I think it's important sometimes to just take just one day, the world would not fall apart. Your family will be okay, Mom.
Yes.
If you take one day
One day
off.
for yourself.
and check it. And I'm not just talking about Mother's Day or Christmas Day, because
Yeah.
we still end up doing things on those days, right?
Yeah,
Because,
it's
they
true.
still
What
have
the
to eat.
cookers, isn't it? We got to cook
Yeah, you
everything.
still have to eat, right? So somebody has to cook. So I
Yeah.
mean, just take one day off and just focus on you. It could be
Yeah.
like what I did. We went on the beach, we relaxed. I didn't have to think
Yeah.
about anything. I didn't have to hustle or anything. It could just be a
Yeah.
day you stay in bed and just watch TV. It's okay to take one day to just focus on yourself.
Yeah.
We've been raised to believe that's selfish, but it's not, because you cannot pour from an empty cup.
You can't.
Always remember that. You
Yeah.
have to replenish yourself as well.
Yes, we need. I always say to people, I need to be charged so I can give to you. Because if I'm not charged myself, I can't give you no energy. What am I going to give you?
Exactly. That's
nothing,
right.
You know. Do you get a lot of negative comments, like about your arms and like your physique? Because you look better than some men.
Not as much as before, if I am being honest, but it's still that. Now, in the earlier part of my career, yes, that I always got comments. You look like a man. Why you have so much muscle? You're too strong to be a woman. You look manly. That's a man. I got a lot from both men and women. If
How
I'm
did
being
that make
honest,
you feel?
Some people were downright rude. I remember a woman stopped me, not stopped me, but in the supermarket, and she was like, "I would never want to look like you." And I was like, "I would never want to look like you." So where we at? What that mean? I would never want to look like you. I mean,
that's jealousy.
It's rude. It's rude. It really is rude. And before it would bother me earlier on, like maybe 10 years ago, it really used to bother me. I would wear sleeves. I would, cover up as much as I could but nowadays, 10 years later, I mean, over it really doesn't matter to me. Sometimes I answer them just as feisty as I feel, or something. I'll just ignore them, because that sounds like a you problem, bro. That's not a me problem.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's a you problem.
It's definitely a you problem.
Yeah,
and
that's a you
all
problem.
the women out there that are getting abused for looking fantastic and amazing, they need to do the same thing that you do.
Yeah.
On days when you feel confident, answer them back. Like, shut up.
Yeah. Sometimes I answer them. I remember a guy, he was passing, and he was like, oh, you look like a man, them arms, look at those man arms. And I'm like, well, you have boobs, so I guess you look like a woman. And his friends was like, oh,
good.
Why are man boobs okay? They're not okay, right? But you have boobs, so what do you say?
Yeah.
And
he's intimidated. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Intimidated,
that's what I've come to realize, that a lot of it is, for women, sometimes it's their own esteem. It's all projection. But if you take time and just work on yourself, then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
What I do shouldn't bother anyone.
You're very, very passionate about women.
I am.
Is it because you're a woman? Why?
I've always been very passionate and very protective. I grew up in a very strong female household.
Me too.
My mom was very, very integral in the way that I saw the world. I grew up with 4 sisters, and then late in the game, my brother came along.
Wait. So you got 4 sisters and 1 brother?
Sorry, 3 sisters.
I'm going to say, because I've got 4 sisters and 1 brother. That would have freaked me out.
3 sisters.
I was like, what? We're connected.
I know, but I'm saying. So I grew up in a very strong, my mom was a very strong, very domineering is the wrong word, but she has a very strong, very feisty woman. Yeah, very, very. So I grew up in that environment, and I have 1 older sister, but 2 younger sisters, 3 younger siblings altogether.
Yeah.
So I've always been very protective of female.
Yeah.
And so that now that I am very confident and strong in myself, and I know not every woman is there yet. I always feel the need not just to educate, but to protect women as much as I can. And that is where my passion comes from. So I always like when my clients come, a lot of women are still very intimidated about being in the gym, because it is still a boys' club. And I see it all the time. So like when my clients come and they're hesitant, I always tell my clients, I will fight for you. You don't have to deal with anybody else in here. You come, you do your training, and I will deal with everything. So I always ensure my clients, their equipment is ready. They don't have to interact with anyone. Because men in particular can be very intimidating in the gym, because they feel very comfortable on the gym floor. and a lot of women don't yet feel that confidence on the gym
Yeah.
floor. So my whole being there is, well, I am confident on the gym floor. Deal with me. Don't come and try and say intimidate, because you can't intimidate me. No
Yeah.
way, no how.
Yeah.
So don't try. So I protect my clients. I'm very
Oh, that's
protective of any
amazing, man.
female. Yeah, I'm
That's
very, very.
amazing. I am really I really appreciate you doing that for us women. It's
Yeah,
we need
I'm
that.
really into supporting women. I
Yeah, we
really, really
need
am.
it. You know.
Yeah, I really am.
What do you think about the contraception for men? I know it's off fitness, but
It's
um,
fine.
they're doing a contraception for men now to stop getting
Right.
women pregnant and stuff. Did you
Yeah, I
know?
think it's about time. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
what I
about
thought.
time.
Some woman was like,
Don't
"Oh
you think?
no, because no, I don't think men should have it." What?
Why not?
It will
Why
make.
not?
My friend said it will make the world talk like more freely about contraception. It won't just be a
Which we
girl thing.
should.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
which I think we should. I
Yeah.
think I think it's time for us to have honest conversations about everything
Yes.
and stop allowing ancient thought patterns and processes to continue in these times. It's time to
Yeah.
get rid of all that nonsense, the mysteries of contraception
Mm.
and the mystery. It's no mystery.
It's
You know,
not.
we're all living this life, and I think education is the way to deal with everything.
Yeah.
The more we educate men,
Yes.
women, girls,
Yes.
boys, children, and everyone that falls along whatever line of the spectrum you identify as,
Yeah.
the more we normalize these things. Let's normalize what is normal. These
Yeah.
things are normal things. Let's normalize normal things.
Yeah. It's
You know?
true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's
yeah, I feel
you know.
you, and you give so much good advice, Fiona.
Thank you.
What's the worst advice you've been given that you're like, what?
The worst I can tell you right off the bat,
Tell
because
me.
we just spoke about this coach. Remember I told you I had a coach, right?
Yeah.
So this is like maybe the week before my competition, and she says to me, "I want you to start juicing." And I'm like, "Juicing? What are you even talking about?" And she's like, "I want you to start juicing. You have to juice celery, cucumbers, whatever, and that's all I want you to drink." And I mean, that's all. She didn't want me to eat anything. She just wanted me to juice stuff,
Why?
because I can't remember what her logic was, but basically it would flush um, everything out of my system, and I would be lean and I would look, and in my brain it did not compute. It did not make sense, because I would starve. I would be very, very hungry, which means I
Yeah.
would be cranky, which means I won't be able to do what I needed to do.
Yeah, you get the
And
shakes.
that was the absolute worst advice I had ever been given by somebody that was in my field, who I thought was a coach, who I trusted.
Did she
And
look the
it was
part,
terrible.
though? Did she look the part?
Well, I will tell you, she used to be a bodybuilder
Okay.
back in the day, which is what made me approach her. Now, this was a while ago. This was before, I educated myself even more and that kind of thing. So I trusted her. I mean, I didn't
Hmm.
trust that. But when I approached her about coaching me, I trusted that she knew what she was doing, because she was involved in the sport long before I was.
Yeah.
But listen to me. No, no,
That's
no,
bad
no, no.
advice.
Yeah, it is the worst advice.
Yeah.
Telling someone to telling someone to juice so that they're including more fruits and vegetables in their
Yeah.
diet is
Yeah.
one thing, especially for someone that doesn't like fruits and vegetables. But telling
Yeah.
someone to juice to detox and lose weight,
Yeah.
that is bullshit.
Yeah, it is
That is
bullshit. It is
bullshit.
bullshit. You should
Yeah.
not be losing weight just off liquids. It's ridiculous.
No.
You need
Yeah,
fuel,
that is
you
correct.
know?
That is absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
And that's
I knew
just
an MMA
that's just
fighter who, an MMA fighter. She was really good. She win a lot, but she lost one fight. I watched her prep for it, and she didn't eat. She went in the sauna like 5 times a day with a black bag sort of thing on, and like there was weigh her every day. It was so too much. And I used to say to her, "Are you gonna eat?" She's like, "Yeah, I had an apple." I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm trying to cut for Saturday, so it'll be like Monday." So within that week, she would drain her body,
yeah,
go and fight.
crazy.
I didn't get it. I've never seen Bruce Lee do that.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
know, right?
Bruce Lee never
Yeah.
had a fight and did all that fighting with on no
Yeah.
fuel. It don't make sense. Your
It's
PT should never, or your coach should never tell you to cut this or cut that. Obviously, watch your
correct.
portion size if you're trying to lose or build, but you need
Yes,
food.
of course. You
Yeah,
do.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Carnival, it's gonna be on this year.
Yeah. Oh,
Was it on last
next,
year?
no, we haven't had
Yeah.
carnival for 2 years. For two
Wow,
years,
man. And here,
I know. And for Trinidadians, let me tell you,
you know that must
that's
have
like,
hurt, innit?
oh, it
That
hurt.
hurt.
Hit us hard. But, 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 but,
Yeah.
but we'll have it for sure. But
Yes.
hopefully
Oh, this
for next
year's,
year.
I think this year's going to be carnival in the UK. I think it's going to be like Ram. I think it's going to be so
When is
Ram.
carnival for you all,
Our
usually?
carnival's the last weekend in August.
In August, right, right,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Last weekend in August. So it's
Oh,
going to be amazing. I
it's going to
can't
be
wait.
Listen, I think we're going to go crazy. I
Yeah,
think
I'm going to
people are going
go.
to go crazy.
I'm going to go
Yeah, I think
carnival
you
this
should.
year. I'm probably not going
Yeah.
to be all like, but I'm going to be in the corner doing it like, I can't wait, man. It's going to be fun.
I can't wait as well.
No, wait and see. I've
But,
got another
but I
question
wouldn't
now.
be in a corner. I'll be in the middle of everything. I'll be
Hmm.
crazy on
It's
there.
fun, and you lot got sun, definitely. If it rains, I'm not going. But if it's
Right,
sunny, I'm going to be.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Can you still do all your poses now? Can you still do
Yes,
all of that now?
I
Yeah.
practice
And you've
all
got
the
some new
time.
ones for July?
Yes, well, I have to actually. Currently, I'm listening to music to see what really moves me, so I can start getting my routine in order. So usually, about maybe like 14 to 16 weeks away from my competition, I start practicing. So
Nice.
like at the beginning of April, I have to start putting together a
A
routine. And
routine.
believe it or not, all that prep, it's for a 30-second routine. The routine is like 30 seconds long.
Wow, that's
That is,
dedication.
yeah,
That's
that's what it is.
dedication.
30
Wow,
seconds.
man. That's so
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Thank
What
you.
inspires you? Excuse me. What inspires you?
My inspiration comes from a lot of places. Um, Number one, I really, I really do aim to be a role model for women and girls.
You are.
I really, really do. I really would like young girls to see that it is okay to break the physical stereotypes. Beauty is everyone. Beauty comes in all shapes, sizes, colors,
Yes.
heights. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you can be a muscular, strong woman and be beautiful.
Mm.
Um, so I really that's one thing. That's one thing that gets me going, and
Yes.
that inspires me.
Oh,
I've
that's
also been
nice.
inspired by other strong women, particularly strong Black women. I've also been very, very inspired by that
Yes.
throughout the years,
Me too.
particularly as well women that have broken the mold when it comes to what was expected of them.
Yeah.
That also inspires me.
And
And then,
you?
of course, my family. My family is so important to me.
Yeah.
Words kind of describe because they have supported me whether I won, whether I lost, when I was cranky, when I was, they have supported.
Uh,
And so everything that I do, I keep them in mind.
yes.
I would love my son to be like, yeah, that's my mom. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I bet he
Accustomed
is.
seeing what a strong woman is. My
Mm.
husband, like, yeah, that's my wife. They are my biggest
Yeah.
cheerleaders. So
Oh,
they
that's
inspire me
lovely.
greatly.
So
Yeah, they are.
your clients. Let's talk about your clients. You teach a spin
Oh, and my
class.
clients also inspire me.
You're NASM qualified, certified,
Yes,
WFC, WWS.
yes,
What does
yes.
WWS mean for the people that don't know?
Okay,
WFS and
so
WWS.
WFS is Women's Fitness Specialist,
Yes.
and that's an NASM certification as well. And Weight Management Coach is WMC, and Weight Management Nutrition. WMC, yeah, Weight Management Coach because I'm also
What's
a weight management.
WWS?
I can't even freaking remember now.
It's okay.
Can't freaking remember. Girl, I've done so many certifications. Always,
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
can
always trying
imagine.
to stay
That's
up to
good
date
though.
because I recently, well, last year I got my certification in women's coaching for bodybuilding. So I can't remember
Oh,
what those letters are, but the
oh,
ones that I
you
focused
did.
on, yeah, I got that during the pandemic. I did that. So I got my
That's
certification
so
to
good.
coach women as
So
women
you're soon.
competitors.
Oh my God, I can see it right now. You're going to be
Yeah,
coaching women to compete.
that is what I want to
Oh,
do.
I can see
So that they don't have to deal with nonsense
it. Yeah.
like drink juice for
Yeah,
a
if
whole week
people
before your
wanted to
competition.
compete now and they're watching this, and one of your clients is like, I want to compete. Would you train them from now? Would you start now?
If I think mentally they can handle it, yes, definitely. Because I think if you want to pursue a passion, you should. However, there was a client of mine, and I will say this. There was a client of mine that asked if I think she can do women's bikini. And she has a phenomenal body. And yes, I told her, I'm like, you have a phenomenal body. You're gorgeous. You can do it. It wouldn't be very hard to train you. However, mentally, you cannot handle what it would take.
Yeah,
and I wasn't even talking about her training. I wasn't even talking about her training and her dieting. I was talking about afterwards. Because sometimes for new competitors, they think they can look stage ready for the entire year. And she is a person that already has body image issues.
Yeah.
And I think that if she competed, she would want to stay there in that competitive physique, which is impossible and not healthy.
Yeah, too
and
dangerous.
I think it would have undone all the work that we've done over the years to get her to the place that she was. So whereas it would be amazing to make that money, I cannot put her through that because then it would be a lot for her mentally. She would have even more body issues. She would question her worth if she put on a pound. I just was afraid that it would turn into some type of a disordered behavior. And that's because I know her very, very well.
Yeah.
And she understood what I said and she knew where I was coming from and she appreciated it.
Yeah.
I try my best to always be honest with my clients. But if someone is currently competing and they're okay, or if someone is in that mental space that they know, well, all right, this is for a period of time. And they want me to coach them and they're willing to just listen and be willing to work because it is hard. Everybody see the glam, but they don't see the hard work. It's tough. It takes a lot of. I'll train you. I'll train.
Yeah.
I love women that push.
When I come to Trinidad, I'm running to your house. I want a session.
Yes.
I want a session with you so bad. I can't wait.
Yes.
And your arms are beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, beautiful arms. They're so lovely. So how can someone in Trinidad book a class with you? How do they contact you for one-to-ones and stuff?
Yeah, you can send me an email. My email address is my name, Fiona Branca @gmail.com.
Yeah.
Or you can go to my profile, my Instagram profile.
Contact.
I have a jot form that you can fill out. Please accept my apologies if I take a few days to get back to you because in Trinidad we say, you're the chief cook and bottle wash, which means I do everything, as I said. I coach myself, I train my clients, I'm trying to do the social media thing.
You teach classes, you're a mom.
Yeah, I teach classes. Yeah,
your
I do a lot.
To animals, humans.
And my mom.
You have to keep the house clean. You got to cook. You got to please your husband. You got to please yourself.
Yeah.
You got,
so,
it's a lot.
I have a lot on my plate, so sometimes it takes me a little while to respond. But I always respond, even.
Yeah. Okay,
or
guys.
You can just send me a message on Instagram. It's fine.
Yeah,
I always
that's
respond.
Good. I would love to come and try a spin class in Trinidad.
Yes.
What would the clients say about you? Like, if I went to a class afterwards, what would they say to me?
They'd say, "Oh my God, she's trying to kill us. She's trying to kill us." But they say that they're like, "Oh my God, you're trying to kill us," and then they always come back though. So.
At the end, isn't it? At the end, they're all like, "Oh, they're so happy."
Oh, yeah,
I love when they release like the endorphins and they start saying,
"Oh, so, am I really? Yeah, am I really killing you?" Or are you just having such a good time that you don't even know that you're having a good time?
Yeah. I can imagine that. Let's go on a swim back.
Yeah, my spin class is really, really, you have a good time. You really do have a good time.
Nice,
I choose good music. Yeah.
Tell me a client experience that you'll never forget.
Say that again?
A client experience that you'll never forget.
I've had so many, but one of my favorites is I had a client when she first came to me. She had really, really low self-esteem. Her eyes were always cast down. She was very scared. I literally had to meet her by the front door to walk in with her into the gym because she was that intimidated by the gym. So, I walked in with her and we got through. I spoke with her, let her know, well, this is how I do things. This is to make sure that we were on the same page. So she started with me and for instance, we were doing dumbbell chest press and she struggled to get the 5 pounds up. She shook, and she felt so bad. She's like, I'm so weak. And I'm like, listen, you're not weak. You're just a beginner. You know, start. And I talked her through it. And eventually, and maybe I would say 6 months later, she was very consistent. She listened to what I said about her eating and everything. She's very, very consistent. And about 6 months later, she's pressing 20s. She's walking with her head held high. You know, she's sassing. She's giving
I
people
love that.
sass. And I'm
Yeah.
looking at her and I
Buying new gym
reminded her,
clothes. We should buy new gym
yeah,
clothes. I
yeah,
love
she was
that.
buying new gym clothes, and you know, she took a picture the
Mm.
next year. Let's say she started training with me in July. She took a picture the next year, Carnival, the next year, which would have been in March, and she took a booty pic, whole fancy, as we would say, fancy outside, and she was so proud of herself. And she's like,
Oh,
"Hey,
nice.
look at my butt, look at my legs," and
And that's
so
what's
things like
satisfying
that
for us, isn't it? Oh,
things like that, it's just as I always tell my clients, it does not matter to me if the scale never moves. It
mm.
does not matter to me. You know, a lot of trainers put up their before and their after and they show you
Yeah,
the great
yeah,
those things don't matter to me because I know the tricks behind those before and afters. But
yeah,
if you see a client that can go from needed company to walk into the gym to just walking in and just badassing it in the gym,
yeah.
that is so much
That's better
progress
than
for
a
me.
before and after because
Yeah,
their whole
it's so
mindset's
much progress.
different. Their
That's right.
mindset
To see a
changes.
client go from eating pure absolute junk to preparing her meals and being more mindful of the way that she eats, that's progress for me. To see
Yeah,
a client that comes in with high blood pressure or hypertension, whatever, and then coming back and saying the doctor says that she's in the best shape of her life, those are,
yeah.
I have a client that's 60, she's maybe 67 years old now. And
Wow,
she's been
go
training
on.
with me for about 5 years. And
Oh,
she went
really?
to and she came to me, she started because she injured her knee. She had a meniscus tear. And if you know
Okay.
anything about a meniscus tear, you know that's
Yeah,
a serious thing. And, you know,
yeah,
they
it is.
told her she wouldn't be able to squat, she wouldn't be able to lunge. And I'm like, listen, let's see what your body can do.
Yeah.
And over the years, I mean, I took my time with her. I took my time. Prevention is
Mm,
better than I took my time with her. And she went back to the doctor. No knee pain. She's squatting, she's lunging, she's pressing, she's doing everything. She
wow.
went back to the doctor. The doctor said her blood profile is the best that he has seen for somebody within her age category. And I'm like, that's what we're talking
So
about.
you know
And
she's
that is
feeling,
disgusting.
oh, she's
Yeah.
67, acting like she's 47, you know?
And to see an energy for days.
Yeah,
Energy for days.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is
That is
amazing,
what I
man.
love.
And
Yeah.
that's something that you can't take from us as a PT. Once we've changed
That is
that
right.
life, there's nothing, you
That is right.
know, that part. It's
Yep.
lovely when the clients come back, like if they go on holiday and they come back and you ain't seen them for years and then you see them and they're still working on it.
They're still working
Oh,
on it,
I
you
love
know?
that, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So, what do you want to achieve with this? Do you want to have you got your own brand, your own gym one day?
Yeah. My aim, I would absolutely love to have my own facility, my own gym. I would love to have my own gym. I would really like to grow my online presence as well.
Yes.
Increase my online platform.
You
I
need to
just
hit
want to
up
reach as
TikTok
I
because
am on TikTok.
okay, good. Okay, you got how much? You got loads of followers on there.
I've got, I think, about 15K followers over
I'm
there
gonna say
as
I knew
well.
it because your
Yeah,
reels, if those are not
yeah,
getting popular, then people are sleeping.
yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? So
yeah,
yeah, I need to hit up
yeah,
TikTok as well. I'm gonna follow you.
yeah. You should, you should.
Yeah,
TikTok,
yeah, yeah.
it's
Why
so
should
good.
women? Why should women work after 40? Why should they still stay active?
Let me tell you something, ladies, and we're speaking particularly to our ladies here that's over 40.
Yeah.
You know, there's a saying that 40 is the new 30. To
Yes.
me, 40 is like super duper awesome. You are awesome at 40 because listen, life has thrown so many
I
things at
think.
you,
Oh, I
and
can't
you've
wait.
survived them all. You'll be fine. And the thing is, there's so much benefit. You are not too old to start getting fit if you are 40 and you're now getting into it.
Mm,
You're not too old. Your body will respond. Okay, it might respond a little slower than when you're in your 20s,
yes.
but it will respond. And there's so many benefits, I mean, health wise, to a woman becoming and staying active past 40. You know, you get to prevent osteoporosis, heart disease prevention, prevention of cancer, and then it is it is super
Wow.
awesome to be able to lift your own stuff, ladies.
Mm.
It's like it. I mean, it
It's
might sound
true.
trivial, but it is super awesome to be able to lift your own stuff,
Yeah,
you
your
know,
own shopping
and
bags. I just walk in. It's easy.
yeah, you know,
Yeah,
with
I
ease,
know the
and
feeling.
you just feel great about yourself. If you didn't have that esteem when you were younger, because so many of us Gen Xers didn't have the support that the rest of us tried to
Yeah,
do, but you can just become the most badass version of yourself after 40.
yeah, it's
You
true.
know,
It's
and
true.
so apart from the myriad of health benefits, your confidence can grow from 40 and onwards, and you can just badass the rest of it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I
And there's
I thought you
nothing.
was younger than that.
No, I'm 44. I'm 44
No,
proud. I'm
you're
44.
my age.
I'm 44 proud as heck.
You're in your
I'll be
30s.
45. I'm gonna be 45 in May
Wow.
15th. I'll be
May
45
15th.
years old. Yeah,
Wait, it's April.
yeah.
You're Taurus.
I am a Taurus.
And you
I'm,
know
I'm
what?
the most.
Taurus women are always beautiful. I'm not even joking. Go online and check Taurus women. All of them are
Thank
beautiful.
you.
All of
Thank
them.
you.
Including you. Beautiful
So
man.
yes, yes,
Yeah, I'm gonna finish up now, but got one more
yes.
question before I go.
Shoot, shoot.
Could you give some advice for young women and young men who are getting into competing, want to get into competing and just like start doing what we do, you know, like help change people's lives and take it
Yeah,
seriously? What would you say to them?
it's. I think if you're getting into our line of work, or if you're getting into competing, it's very easy when you're a bodybuilder or fitness, involved in fitness, to be involved in yourself a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
Bodybuilding is a very solo sport because it's about your training, it's about your diet, it's about your sleeping, it's about your recovery, it's
yeah.
about you. It's very easy to become very self-involved when you're a bodybuilder or when you're in the fitness industry.
Mm,
However, there are a lot of people outside of yourself that will look to you for information, for guidance, for motivation, and that kind of thing. And it's important to be able to separate yourself from that and see what they need. So, for instance, I am a bodybuilder, I'm a competitive bodybuilder, but my clients are not. I cannot look at their life through my lens. I cannot give them advice based on my life. I have to
mm,
give them advice and guidance based on their life. So it is very important that once you get involved in this, to remember, even as a trainer, it's not about your ego. So just because you see some influencer do something on Instagram that does not make sense, they are doing that for the gram. They are not doing that to the benefit of anyone. They are doing that to get more followers.
yes,
Think about your clients. Think about what your clients need. Think about what people around you need. Think
yes,
about what younger people see and you need,
yes,
and then aspire to be that. Do whatever you want personally. You know what I mean? I mean, love on yourself. You take your pictures, work on your aesthetics, but always remember that you're also there to guide and help others. And just keep that in mind when you're preparing, when you're getting involved in this. If you're a bodybuilder, remember that apart from you being a bodybuilder, there are other people there. And what you may be able to do as a bodybuilder, which is why I always say, what I am able to do, don't try to copy me. You can be inspired by me, you can be
yes,
guided by me, but don't
yes,
try to be me
yes.
because
Try to
it
be
is
yourself,
impossible.
the best version
Be
of your
the
own
best
self.
version. There
Mm,
you go. I was about to say that. Be the best version of you. Be
yeah,
inspired by us, but be the best version of
of
you.
you.
And every single fitness person, trainer, influencer, competitor, whatever, should always aim to encourage others to be the best version of them. So even if
Yeah,
you are selling a product or a program, please keep it realistic for
yeah.
the people that are buying
Buying
it,
it. Yes.
right? Not everyone is going to look like you or me, even if they
Yeah.
do exactly what we do.
Yeah.
But not everybody can. Not everybody can afford it. Not everybody
Yeah.
has the time to do it. Not everybody can. I mean, sometimes we can't even afford it or have the
Yeah.
time to do it.
Like, why
Keep
are
it
your leggings
real.
60 pounds?
Yeah, why? Why?
Don't get it.
Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep
Yeah.
it real with
Yeah,
people.
man.
Keep it real. That I think that would be my advice. Keep
Yeah.
it real.
Keep it
Yeah,
real, man. Thank you
keep it
so
real.
much for this
You are most
opportunity to
welcome.
talk to you.
This was
I am full of
fantastic.
goosebumps. I'm so inspired. I love you,
Thank you.
and I'm so
Thank you so
grateful.
much.
Mwah. I hope you have a great, great year. I'm going to stay in
Thank you.
contact. And July, I'm going to
Yes.
be on your phone. What's going on? What's going on? Okay?
Okay,
All right. Have a
great.
lovely day. I'll see you soon.
Thank you. You too. Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, shit. Did I just lose that? No, I didn't. Okay, good.